Welcome to a Forge Creative training demo for your Forge Built WordPress website. Today we are talking about adding pages to your website and then populating those pages with some content like text and images, for example. So the first thing to do is to log into the back end of your website to get to the dashboard view. Again, that's yourwebsite.co.nz/wp-admin and then type in your username and password to gain access. If you have forgotten the username and password or don't have it, feel free to contact Forge and we will help you reset that password. Okay, we start on the left hand side here and we've got various menu items. Pages is what we want, and then we're going to roll over to Add New and click on that. Right, the first thing to do is add a title for the page. So we might call this page Services, and then we're going to hit Backend Editor just here on the top left. Now the URL is automatically generated. I have actually done one before, that's why it's given it a -2. But we can edit that if we want to, or leave it as is. Okay, so on the left hand side here, down the bottom, add element is what we want to add. So what I'm going to do for this demo is add one row of text and then two images below that on the left and right. So we can click add element. I look around the various elements I can add and I want to add text. So I'm going to click on the text block. And here it's just pre-populated some text for us, so we'll just continue along in that vein. Add some text, just like that. We have pre-styled your website with different weights of fonts according to your branding and colours and things, so you can select that over here, and here I'll just go heading 3 for the sake of the demo, and hit Save Changes. And this has created a content block with the elements in there. Now below that I want to add some images, so I'll hit the plus button here, Add Element, and once again I'm looking for the element I want, which is single image. I'll click on that. Now I need to select an image, so down here I hit the plus and we'll grab the image we want and then hit Set Image on the bottom right. Now it will default to thumbnail, that'll be quite small, so I'm just going to go medium, but you can hit medium, large, full, etc. And we go Save Changes. Now at the moment there's only one image here. I want to add one right next to it. So the best way to do that is to go to the row selector or the layout selector, and it defaults to 1. We can make it half-half, 2/3, 1/3, and so forth along the way here. I'll just hit half-half, which is what I want. And it's created another box for us to put some content in. I'll hit the plus and I'll add a single image to that one as well. Again, from the media library, I'm going to select Add an Image on the little plus. We'll grab this image here and we'll go Set Image. And again, I'll set that to medium also. Save Changes. Right, so here we can either preview the page or we can hit Update. So I'm just going to go Update and see what it looks like. Update will take it live. Preview allows you to check it first before it goes live. And at the top here we can see View Page. I'm going to click on that. And we can see our two images are now in the page. Now by the way, we've got a sidebar set up on our demo. You may not have this content area here, in which case everything would span across the entire width of the page. But this is the content area that I'm editing. So let's say you think that maybe there's not enough gap between these images and that text and you wanted a larger gap. You would go to Edit Page. And then further down we would have a look and we would want to add a new element. So I'll go plus. And we're looking for one called Empty Space, which is this one. Click on this. Now I'll make it quite a big gap. It's currently 32 pixels. So I'll add 32. I'm going to make it add 64. And I'll go Save Changes. Now at the moment that gap is actually below the images. I want it in between the images and the text box. So I'm going to use our little drag icon over here. And I'm going to drag it up to in between. And now we have the text block, the empty space, and then the images beneath it. Once again, in order to see it live, you must hit Update, or we could preview, but I'll just go live and hit Update. And then we're going to go up the top and hit View Page. And now we can see it's created that gap for us. Now at the moment, nobody will find that page unless you put it somewhere in the menu or unless you email them that URL link. So let's pop it into the menu. I could either put it up in the main menu up here, or I could add it as a sub-page underneath this page, for example, so page templates and then services. So I'll show you how to do that. We go back to the main dashboard over here And on the left hand side we have something called Appearance, and then as we scroll down we have Menus. So click on Menus, and we have the page here that we've created. I've actually created two, so I'll just grab one of those, and I'm going to go Add to Menu. Now I have done this earlier in a demo, so I'm just going to remove this page here. Right, so what it does is it adds the page into the main menu. If it's hard to the left like this, that means it's going to appear in the main menu, and I'll show you that. So here's our services page, and it's going to appear after Contact Us. So we'll save the menu, and then if we view the website on the top left, we will actually see it at the top right here. That's the page we've created. So now when we click on that, that will take us to the page. However, let's say we want to put it underneath this as a submenu. We click across, go back to the back end of the site, top left. We go back to Appearance, Menus, and what we can do is drag this to where we want it underneath the page template. So as you can see, as I drag it up, it's slightly to the right hand side. If we drag it like that, that means, and then release it, that it will be a sub page of this one, of the page template. Again, if we go hard left, that will be a main navigation. If we go one to the right, then that is now a sub page of page template. We must hit Save Menu in the top right. And if we now go back to the website, visit site, top left, then as we roll over page template, we can see that we've added that as a sub page, and off we go. So hopefully that gives you a sense of how to add a page and how to add content to the page. Feel free to be quite creative with it. If you have any questions or need any support and you're a Forge hosting customer, feel free to contact us and I'm sure we can help. Thanks for watching the demo.